I'm making this announcement in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, laws of the state of New Jersey. The Borough Clerk is prepared to schedule the meetings of the governing body of the Borough of Kenilworth for the year 2021. The Borough Clerk has posted a true copy of the schedule on the bulletin board located at the front entrance of Borough Hall, and has mailed true copies of this schedule to the local source, the Star Ledger, and the Home News Tribune, and is maintaining a copy of this schedule in her office during the year 2021. During the public health emergency caused by coronavirus, the Borough Council will continue to meet on their regularly scheduled meeting dates at 6 p.m. The council meetings will continue to commence as soon as possible after the work session. Accordingly, the notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied in regard to this meeting. Please stand for the salute to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Cesari.
Here.
Councilman David is excused. Councilman Finestrella.
Here.
Councilman Ladati.
Here.
Councilman Pence.
Here.
And Councilman Puglisi.
Yes. Here.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the work session and council meetings of June 9, 2021?
So moved. Second.
Can you please say your name so that...
Ladati.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Communications were received from the New Jersey State League of Municipalities, Union County Community Development Block Grant. Shared Service Amendment Notice was received for fiscal year 21-22, and Union County submitted a notice for the 2022 County Roadway Resurfacing Program from Michigan Ave to West Colfax.
Is there a motion to accept communications and reports?
Motion.
Second.
Oh, Cesari, I'm sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, I just have a short report tonight. Kenilworth currently has a total of 1,116 COVID-19 cases that have been reported to the health department. 4 of these cases have fallen in the past 30 days with 0 infections in the past 7 days, which is really awesome. I still continue to urge unvaccinated residents to follow safety protocols to keep yourself and your family safe. A few reminders: the fireworks are set for June 27th at 9 p.m. with a rain date of July 9th. I want to thank again the Union County Commissioners, the Recreation Department, the Holzinger family, and the Louis DeMondo Civic Association for funding the fireworks this year. And also, please come and join our Police Chief Seuss along with members of our police department for our first ever Waffle Cone with a Cop event on Tuesday, June 29th from 2 to 4 in the parking lot across from the municipal building. The Union County Sheriff's K-9 will be in attendance as our special guests, and I hope to see everyone there. And that's all I have. I'll move along to the finance report. Councilman Ladati.
Thank you, Mayor. Estimated tax bills for the third quarter of 2021 have been processed and will be mailed out within the next week. Third quarter taxes are due August 1st with a 10-day grace period. Number 2 is the American Rescue Plan. We are to receive $857,340.13. This is up from $804,000. So, first time in a long time that the governor actually gave us an increase in state aid, and that's going to help Kenilworth. We'll receive 50% of this, $428,000, $670 this year, and next year we'll get the same amount. All money must be spent by 12/31/2024. The borough must file an application due by Friday, June 25th, 2021. I'm working with Ken, and Ken and Laurel will get that application in the mail today, or down to the state today, so we're in compliance for Friday. It's not that we were delinquent in getting these applications in, it's that the state just supplied them to us, and we needed time to fill them out and get them out to Trent. So we'll get our money. The school, they're getting their money, and they'll be using that for educational purposes and for some broadband issues. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Councilman Ladati. Department of Public Works, Councilman David is excused. Public Safety, Councilwoman Cesari.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a report from Chief Fred Seuss. A couple incidents that happened this week, well, within the past couple weeks. In the early morning, June 17th, Chris Bryson attempted to stop a motor vehicle for a traffic violation at Monroe and 14th. When Sergeant Bryson activated his lights, the car took off, attempted to evade him. Caught up to the motor vehicle, which lost control and left the roadway, striking telephone pole just off of Monroe between 21st and 22nd Streets. And I know that because I lost power at my house at that time. The driver was taken into custody and transported to University Hospital, released. The next day, he was charged with second-degree eluding and multiple traffic offenses. The kennel was, just two announcements. On Tuesday, June 29th, Chief Seuss and members of the Community Policing Unit will be hosting Ice Cream with the Cop in the 23rd Street parking lot next to headquarters. All borough residents, and especially our youth, are invited to come for free ice cream and to meet members of the police department. The ice cream shop will be serving a variety of ice cream and will be at headquarters from 2 to 4 p.m. I think that's a good thing, because I think the kids need to
I'm
get to
looking
know the
forward to
cops.
the ice cream, too.
Yeah. Okay, and finally, the Kenilworth Police Department will once again be holding the Youth Academy this year at David Brewerly High School from Monday, June 28th to Friday, July 2nd, from 9 to 1 p.m. 44 youths ranging in age from 8th graders through incoming seniors will spend a week with the KPD Academy instructors doing physical training, drills, marching, and learning about various different aspects of police work. The Youth Academy will also feature visits from the New Jersey, I'll just say NJSP, North Star Helicopter, U.S. Customs, the County Crime Scene Unit, and a trip to the county jail. This week is an invaluable opportunity for KPD officers to spend some bonding time with our local youths. So, I mean, between the ice cream with a cop and doing something like that, I think that's a good thing to get our youth acclimated again, police department. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman Cesari.
You're welcome.
Planning and Zoning, Councilman Fenestrella.
Thank you, Mayor. Not much happening. The last planning board meeting was June 10th. It opened up with new news of the master plan committee coming up with the final master plan, which was revised since 2011, and finally going to be put to paper and presented hopefully in the near future. There was one application, 600 Cranford Ave, an oversized lot was subdivided and approved. That's why.
Okay, thank you, Councilman Fenestrella. Recreation and Fire, Councilman Pence.
Thank you, Mayor. As far as recreation, movie nights are at the Mario, will be July 14th and August 11th. And then they call Drive Up at the School, September 17th, October 15th, November 19th, and December 17th. And the movie's not picked yet. Summer parks will be held at the Mario Park from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to noon. It'll be only through registration. Registration is this coming Friday. The summer parks will be held from July 5th to August 20th. And the Rotary Club may sponsor 4 trips during this time. That's all I have.
Okay.
Oh, and the park renovations, I have reports from Mr. Calixto.
Great, thank you. Councilman Pence. Health, Education, and Human Services, Councilman Puglisi.
Thank you, Mayor. Regarding the Board of Health, I received a report wherein the Board of Health issued approximately 13 notice of violations to various eateries and beauty salons within the borough for failure to apply
for a health department license, and then we'll be following up on that, and that's just one of the things that they do to make sure that these businesses are in compliance with the health laws and regulations. As to the library, I have a report from them, and once again, there are many items and in the report, and I'll try to be as quick as I could. But starting with the Tales and Tales, and that's spelled both different ways. Tales and Tales Summer Reading Club, and that will go from June 28th through August 13th. And again, that's primarily for the kids. You want to call and register at any time by calling the library. Also, the library will be having a kickoff on June 28th of the program entitled Unique Creatures Visit Kenilworth Public Library. And that'll run from 11 a.m. to 11:45 a.m., and that's primarily for children ages 4 to 12. I would just like to note that this program is funded by a Clean Communities grant given to the Borough of Kenilworth. Also, there'll be weekly programs. On Tuesdays, there will be a lap sit program for children up to 2 years old, and that'll go from 10:30 a.m. to 10:50 a.m. On Wednesdays, there's toddler time for children 2 to 3, and that goes from 10:30 to 10:50 a.m. On Thursday, there's story time, and that's for children ages 3 and up, and that runs from 10:30 to 10:50 a.m. On Friday, there will be crafts for ages 4 to 9, and that'll be held in 2 sessions. There will be the 11 a.m. session as well as the 12 a.m. session. There will also be more special events at the library. There's going to be a bilingual story time presented by author Laura Sassy, and that's going to be on Thursday, July 8th, and that's going to run from 10:30 to 11, ages 3 and up. On Monday, July 12th, Rizzo's Wildlife visits the library. And again, that's funded by a Clean Communities grant from the Borough of Kenilworth. And that'll be held from 11 a.m. to noon for children ages 4 to 12. On Tuesday, July 13th, there's another program called Boogie Woogie Babies. And that is an interactive musical program which will be presented at 10:30 a.m. For kids for approximately 4 years old. And lastly, for the children at least, on Wednesday, July 14th, there will be a Hawaiian luau on Zoom, and that'll run from 11 a.m. to 11:45 a.m., and that's actually it's for everyone. It's children, but adults are welcome to attend the luau. Again, that'll be a virtual luau, so you can attend from home and wear what you want to the luau. The adult-only programs are still the Paper Pal group, which meets every Tuesday from 2 to 4. And last but not least, the Yarnies meet on Thursdays from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And that's how I Mayor.
Okay, thank you.
Mayor, I just have one question, which I forgot
Yes.
to ask before. The library's not doing nights anymore, or they're not going to continue nights?
Yeah, I actually wanted to call them yesterday and then ask a question, but yeah, when I checked at 5:30, they were closed.
Okay, and when are they going to, are all these programs indoors, or are they still outdoors?
Most of them are indoors. Well, I'm sorry. Most of them, there's a mix. I don't want to take a percentage.
Some
are
libraries are
outdoors,
open.
some are indoors, to the best of my knowledge, and the rest are Zoom.
Okay, good, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Next for council consideration is the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion, Mayor Paglucci.
Thank you.
Second, Ladati?
Okay.
Resolutions 1 to 7 are listed on the consent agenda and will be enacted by one motion. All items will be recorded individually and full in the minutes. Councilwoman Cesari?
Yes.
Councilman David is excused. Councilman Finestrelli?
Yes.
Councilman Ladati?
Yes.
Councilman Pence?
Yes.
And Councilman Puglisi?
Yes.
I have an additional resolution for council's consideration, the ABC renewal resolution that is not on the consent agenda for the annual liquor license renewal. The police department, health department have no issues to report that preclude the renewal of the 13 of the borough's liquor licenses. Fees have been paid and all requirements have been satisfied. 2 consumption licenses that are not being renewed are currently inactive.
Okay, is there a motion to approve?
So moved, Ladati.
Second, Finish-Line.
Councilman Cesari?
Yes.
Councilman David is excused. Councilman Finestrella?
Joe? Yes.
Councilman Ladati?
Yes.
Councilman Pence?
Yes.
And Councilman Puglisi?
Abstain?
Thought you were at Buffy's,
I have two ordinances this evening. The first one up is for adoption. 2021-08, an ordinance of the Borough of Kenilworth amending existing Chapter 190 Vehicles and Traffic, Article 2 Parking within the Borough of Kenilworth, County of Union, State of New Jersey.
Okay, the purpose of this ordinance is to amend Chapter 190-6, limited time parking to include regulations for nuisance vehicles parked on borough roadways. Is there a motion to approve, a motion to open the floor for public discussion on this ordinance 2021-08 only?
Motion.
Second,
Cesari.
Finestrella.
Okay, does anyone have anything to say on this ordinance and this ordinance only? Please come forward and state your name and address. Okay, seeing no one, is there a motion to close the floor for public discussion on this ordinance only?
So moved, Ladati.
Second, Pence.
Okay, is there a motion to approve ordinance 2021-08 for adoption?
Motion Puglisi?
Second, Finish-Line.
Be it hereby resolved that ordinance 2021-08 and entitled, an ordinance of the Borough of Kenilworth amending existing Chapter 190 Vehicles and Traffic, Article 2 Parking within the Borough of Kenilworth, was introduced and approved on first reading at the regular meeting of the Borough Council on May 26, 2021, and approved for final passage at the regular meeting of the Borough Council June 23, 2021. After all persons interested were given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance in accordance with law. Councilwoman Cesari?
Yes.
Councilman David is excused. Councilman Finestrella?
Yes.
Councilman Ladati?
Yes.
Councilman Pence?
Yes.
And Councilman Puglisi?
Yes.
The next ordinance I have up this evening is for introduction, 2021-10, an ordinance of the Borough of Kenilworth adopting a new agreement between the member municipalities of the Rahway Valley Sewerage Authority.
Okay, the purpose of this ordinance is to adopt a revised agreement for the continued establishment and operation of the Rahway Valley Sewerage Authority to replace the agreement adopted in 1995 by the then 9 member municipalities of the authority. Is there a motion to approve ordinance 2021-10 on introduction?
So moved, Ladati.
Second, Cesari.
Be it hereby resolved that ordinance 2021-10 entitled an ordinance of the Borough of Kenilworth adopting a new agreement between the member municipalities of the Rahway Valley Sewage Authority heretofore introduced is now passed on first reading, and that said ordinance be further considered for final passage at the meeting to be held on July 14th, 2021 at 7 p.m. or as soon as thereafter as the matter can be reached at the regular meeting place of the Borough Council, and that at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the Borough Clerk is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance in accordance with law. Councilwoman Cesari?
Yes.
Councilman David is excused. Councilman Finestrella?
Yes.
Councilman Ladati?
Yes.
Councilman Pence?
Yes.
Councilman Puglisi?
Yes.
Okay, is
That's all I
there,
have this evening now.
thank you. Is there a motion to open the floor to the public?
So moved, Ladati.
Second, Pence.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, does anyone have anything to say for the good and well-being of Kenilworth? Please come forward and state your name and address.
Mary Mickett,
Hi, Mary.
725 Monmouth Avenue. I just want to refer what I said earlier. I want to thank the mayor for all the work she did on trying to get this up and rolling, because if it doesn't get rolling, we're going to be behind the 8 ball. We need to get this housing done. Cranford didn't do it, and they were fined over $1 million. We can't afford that. I'm here 50 years. I saw one of the suits that we had against us one time. We don't want it again. I want to thank you, Mayor, for going out and really, really working on getting this project up and, I hope, running. And as far as the houses go, I don't think we're going to have any problem with the amount of people in them. I think that's my vote. I think it's Hollywood. I really don't think we're going to have a problem with the people that are in it, because you're not going to have that many people worried about children. I think that's not going to afford our, run into our schools and so forth. The traffic's going to be here one way or the other. I mean, people said for years, we have no traffic. It's according to what time of day you go out. And you're not going to get away from that regardless. I just wish you all good luck in trying to get this up and rolling. So by the time I'm 90, I'll see it done. So good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
Okay, anyone else? Okay,
Hello again.
hello.
Christina Cudo Ferreira, 217 North 19th Street. Again, the only purpose I'm here is that everyone takes into consideration the residents that are here right now in Kenilworth that are making Kenilworth as good as it is right now.
Absolutely.
And why we moved to Kenilworth. Yes, we should think about the schools, we should think about the safety, the fire, and definitely the traffic. Why the traffic? Because most of these homes are people that work. They come home at 5, 6 o'clock, and these luxury buildings, they're not going to be housewives in there, most likely. So traffic is a big concern here through Michigan, through the boulevard. So I think traffic is a big issue, and the developer or whoever the committee is should consider that.
They have to.
Definitely.
Yes.
So it is a big issue. As far as having many people in the apartments, the only reason I say that is because I've seen it in other towns. Pray to God it never happens. And again, as you said, we don't know what the future may bring. But it is luxury apartments, which is wonderful. It is based on income, which is great. However, we have to consider the other things as well, which is schools, safety, taxpayers. Residents are here now for many years, and yes, traffic is a big concern. Almost every household around here, both parents have to go up to work and come back home, so that's a big issue.
Absolutely.
But the other big thing, it's great the tax money's coming in and helping us out, but raising up any more of our taxes is a big issue as well. So
Of course.
please take that into consideration, that's all I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Okay, seeing no one, is there a motion to close the floor for public discussion?
So move, Ladani.
Okay. All in favor?
I wish it was this little.
Does anyone else have anything to say for the good and welfare of the borough?
Just have a happy and safe 4th of July fireworks. Just keep an eye on your kids when they have those fireworks, and I know some of them are legal and some of them aren't, but, I remember what we used to do as kids, and I'm surprised some of us are still around, but definitely, have a safe and happy 4th of July.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd like to add, let's just be mindful of people and pets that don't enjoy fireworks, because there are a lot of people, and I know some in our community that have PTSD, and they're really affected by it, as well as pets, and safety is the biggest concern. So have a great 4th of July. I hope everyone comes out to the fireworks, because they're going to be awesome. I'm so glad that we're able to do it.
A gathering.
Okay.
Social.
If there's nothing else to be brought before the council, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Puglisi motion?
Second, Pence.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.